Hello, and welcome back to Let's Play Adam. I'm here with BringItDon. Off camera, I rested here at the Caravanzerai to heal myself up and my companions after that pretty tough fight with Artemiev and his bodyguard. Alexander's now using the Soviet army knife instead of the axe. The axe had 2 more minimum damage, but 3 less maximum damage, and it costs more AP to use, so the Soviet army knife is just more efficient. He'll get off 2 attacks instead of just the 1 now. Anyway, we're going to head towards the Zagoremsk Waterfall. I want to go to the Zagoremsk Waterfall. Let's go to the Pine Tree Grove. There's a shortcut. Alright, let's go. Only costs 10 rubles. I think he said if to take me to the bunker it was going to cost me 100 rubles. So that's not bad. Sweetness of mushrooms here. I think this is going to give me 11, because I think I had 9. So off to a good start. Ooh. I like digging up graves. And I don't mean in game. So that's Alright, come here, Fidel. I need that shovel. Also, I'm still split on whether or not to have Fidel use a scorpion over the Mark 19. So Mark 19 has better just damage, but he can only shoot it once, where this he'll be able to shoot it twice. And it has potential for more damage because it has a burst mode, but I don't know if he can use burst mode by himself. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do about that. Alright, let's equip my shovel and get to work. Alright, what do we got here? Magnifying glass. I'll take the microchip, sure. I know where I can get a whole bunch of those things too. If I ever go back to Bunker 317, with this whole squad, I could easily raid the place and sell everything. Have to go there empty-handed though, because they weigh a crap ton. Alright, bud, what do you got to say? A lean young man with thick hair that reaches his shoulders looks at you with a fright in his dreamy eyes. At last he plucks up courage, takes a deep breath, and starts speaking fast. Who are you? What's your business here? Oh, just don't tell us we're both bothering something or someone. I knew it. It was a stupid idea. Listen, I'm Arson, a cook on the run. Okay. When my girlfriend and I decided to stay here, she swore this land belonged to no one. But if it's not so, we'll gladly leave the premises. There's no need for violence. Relax, I'm not going to drive you away. Do you really live in this tent? Yeah, we do. So what? Despite my dear Alina's multiple shortcomings, we love each other. When you love a man, you don't need money to thrive. A woman, I mean. When you love a woman. Okay. How very romantic. Would you answer a couple of questions? Do you? Of course then. Ask what you want. Why did the chef have to stop cooking? He ran out of time? Indeed, this was a stupid question. Can you cook something nice? What can you cook in this darn forest? There's nothing here but roots, bark, 2 cans of meat Alina bothered to take with her from home. Okay. No means no. What is this story about the waterfall? I don't really know, but my girlfriend says some stones above give this color to the water. It's beautiful, but a bit scary. Like blood. Well noticed, young man. This is indeed blood. My blood. The blood I, the martyr, spilled in the camps, felling trees, and squalid barracks that drowned in snow. In the Brezhnev's wildland. Oh, is it? It's scary, really. Well, it sounds creepy, and also a little sad. I didn't read that part. Alright, could you share some rumors with me? You know, I once saw the renowned mutant hunter, Rivlin of Silesia, larger than life. That's how lucky I am. The tavern I worked for then hired him. What a man. 6 feet tall, hair white as snow, eyes yellow, his underwear put over his pants, and 2 AKs behind his back, a silver one for mutants, and a steel and wood one for people. Although he messed up our roof as he hunted, so we didn't pay him. God, he swore so much. Then he realized all his swearing did nothing for him. He started begging us. Said he needed to take mutagenes regularly. I suppose this is his nickname for booze. Yeah, he didn't leave until the guards gave him a good thrashing. Crap, I would have found a liter of mutagene if he gave me an autograph. Let's change the subject. Alright. For those of you who don't know, that is a reference to, it's not the first time I've heard about the guy, but it's a reference to Geralt of Rivia from the Witcher series. He takes mutagens. So incidentally, I've been charged with finding and bringing back an arson, a cook. The cook tenses up, clenches his fist, and sticks out his chest. I'm well aware who could have sent for me. But I can tell you I'm not coming back, because I found my love and happiness. But don't tell them where, or they'll find me and beat me. So you're not going to return? Never. I found my love. Never mind. I'll think of a way to bring you back. Okay. He's like, okay. Let's talk to her. A slender brunette raises at you her blue eyes full of surprise and curiosity. It seems she's not afraid of you at all, even though she's run into you in a desolate place far away from any settlement and consequently of any local equivalent of police. It's beautiful here. This waterfall runs through the same mineral deposits that give this color to the water. It's just like tomato juice, right? Indeed. Can I ask you a couple of questions? The girl nods and waits for your questions, looking interested. Are you afraid of living here? I'm not alone, am I? My dear Arson is with me. He's the bravest and strongest man there is. And what a great cook he is. My chef. Well, I've heard when you love a man, you don't need money to thrive. Do you know any sightseeings here? There's an ancient castle not far away from here. It's beautiful, but I don't recommend going there. The king who rules it is too cruel. I know how cruel kings can be. Our general secretaries, hangmen, enemies of all good in the world, bribe takers who, like parrots, spill empty promises and fake prophecies. You must not have met my dad yet. Ate cruel kings for breakfast. What can you tell me about this place? This is the most beautiful place on earth. Dad would bring me here to play when I was a child. It was so great. I'm still enchanted by this place, even now when I'm 18. The first impression is the strongest. Care to share some rumors? I've heard that in Krasno there's a video parlor where you can watch any movie you want. I want to go there so much, to see some film about love. Forbidden love. Films are interesting. What's brought you to this place? The girl sighs and casts a side look at the guy across her. My parents' house has become too small for me and Arson, so we took the tent and moved out here. Maybe later we'll go someplace else. This is clearly not the whole story. Well, you're right. It's much sadder, in fact. My father heads a security agency in the old castle nearby. My Arson works in Caravanzerai. These two places don't really get along. And neither will be happy to learn about our love, so we're here for now. We've run away. We're here to move even further to Krasno. Where are you heading? Do you have any recommendations? I've heard a lot of good things about Krasno. There'll be a job of chef for Arson and a video parlor for me, so I'll watch films to avoid dying of boredom. It'll be much better than at my father's house. Okay, so I'll probably have to go to the castle to... Okay, yeah, so I'll probably have to deal with the father or something. Or maybe I can talk to, the guy back at Caravanzerai about it. Or if I can make peace between the, Oh, I didn't even go in the water. What am I doing? Can I go in the water? It doesn't like I can interact with it. Because I thought they said earlier in the game they said there was like a healing spring that could... In the mountains? I'm kind of in the water there. Oh well, I tried. Time to skadoodle. Alright, let's take a look at this map. Oh boy. So there's Caravanzerai. That's the castle. I guess I could walk to the castle myself. Might be faster just to have the other guy take me to the castle. But cool, it's a whole new map. It's exciting. I was assuming it would just take me back to Caravanzerai if I left. I don't really want to fight these guys. I'll try to escape, yeah. Whatever, experience is experience. I'll take it. I should start off surrounded, which is better. Oh. Alright, cool. Fangs are worth a good amount. Let's go ahead and grab those. Actually, is my dog hurt? Come here, dog. He is not. Sweet. How do I get out of here? There we go. Alright, let's keep on trekking. I wonder if there's anything else you can find on this map besides these two locations. I mean, I'm sure there's the bunker you can find as well. I'm getting lost in the fog. Alright, there's the castle. So I'm assuming the bunker is past the castle. So what's down to the south? Alright, I'm gonna kill the bandits, of course. I'm not gonna let them get away with being bandits. Where are they at? Alright, C4. Let's put him on ranged. There we go. Alright. Hey, bandits. They all have rifles. I might take a good amount of damage here. Yeah, I'll run at these two. Well, 25 damage. He's using the SKS, so he's gonna deal a fair amount of damage. Hey there, puppy. Pupperoo. I'm gonna kill the crap out of you. Just know that. Well, I mean, Hexogen killed the crap out of you, but I helped. And you're in for a world of hurt, buddy. Alright. I like how spread out they are. Man, I'm just gonna put you guys on close combat. I don't need to waste ammo on unarmed guys. So he doesn't have that high of a melee stat. It's still underneath 100. I think it's in the 80s. Might be the 70s though. His martial arts stat, I don't think he has any stats that are above 100. They're all, his martial arts is at 92, I think. That's his highest. Not very good. Can't feel your right side. You haven't even been hurt. Alright, that's finally over. Sorry that took so long. Hey, a diesel. Sweet. Oh, I'm gonna eat that. I'll take the rusty rifle. Sure. Yeah, so here you go. The axe costs 5, and the knife only costs 3. AP. It's usually worth like 50. I'll grab it. I think I sold it for 52 to the guy in Caravanzerai. Oh, sure, I'll go ahead and eat that as well. Take his money. Alright, sure. Let's get out of here. I'm encumbered? What? I'm just gonna drop crap then. I don't really need this. Or these, honestly. I'm not hurting for money. So no need to slow myself down in order to get it. Caravanners. What? Walking around here? Oh, I guess they are making their way through the gorge. So that actually makes sense. Alright, sweet. Well, here. You can have all this garbage. Oh, wait. They don't have any money. Son of a... frick. Oh, here. Give me this antidote. There we go. There. Alright, we're even. And away we go. Alright. Almost back to Caravanzerai. Then we'll have the guide take us to the castle because that'll be faster. Go in here, we'll sell some of the stuff. I'm going to see what the conversation option is for arson to this guy. Though I don't think I'm going to handle it yet. Yeah, he has plenty of money. And he's going to give it to me. Nope, wrong person. Alexander. Come here, bud. There you go. So I can't tell him about arson yet. What does it say? Really wants to see him, but I can't tell him about it. Alright, that's weird. Alright, let's see if we can get to the castle, and then we'll worry about that later. I want to go to the old castle. So you want to sing a walking song? Just kidding, just kidding. Let's go, buddy. Alright, so what's in store for me here at the castle? Seems like a pretty big area. Let's just scope it out real quick. Is that a mailman? Alright, there's some toadstools over here as well. I guess the castle is up here. Alright, so it's not that big. I'm going to scope out the entire... let's just walk around it. Might as well go and talk to this postman. Grab the toadstools that are over there, because I still need 50. We'll see what this guy's all about. I'm gonna grab the toadstools first, then I'll talk to him. So I don't want to forget. Alright, man, what's up? You see a lean, bald man in a cap. He sits carelessly, throwing sticks in the fire, contemplates clouds and picks at his ears, and from time to time smelling his little finger covered in earwax and wincing. As he sees you, he wipes his hand on his trousers and waves at you with a friendly smile. Oh, Donald, hello. I'm so glad to meet you here. Look, could you do me a favor? Yeah, wait a sec. How do you know my name? The man gives you a cunning smile and winks. What kind of a postman would I be if I didn't know your name, Donald? What if someone sends you a letter? How am I supposed to find you if I don't even know how people call you? See my point? This looks fishy. Nothing fishy about it. Nothing out of the ordinary for a postman. But where did you get the information if we never met before? Use your brain. How did you get here? Through Fokalevka, of course. I learned it through the villagers. Or in Olchanoye. You've shown your face there too. Although I can't be too sure. I like how they added that in, because you could just avoid Olchanoye and go straight to Fokalevka, and then travel to the Mountain Pass of Woes. So you don't know yourself, I see. No problem. Right, I have a couple of other questions. Sure, I'm not in a hurry. Who are you, friend? Isn't it obvious? I'm a postman. My area is between the Mountain Pass of Woes and Fokalevka. Name's Dobrovid, by the way. I don't know why it's so hard to say. Nice to meet you. What can you tell me about this place? It's beautiful. The nature looks just like before the war, but people are different. Alas. They're different everywhere. Do you like the castle folk? You know, they're surprisingly nice. They look so tough and scary, armed to the teeth, and have a man with a nickname Dread as their boss. But essentially, they're good-natured mercenaries who help caravans and migrants for a very reasonable fee. It's just Caravanzerai they seem to have a quarrel with. It happens. Can you tell me some rumors? I've heard this creepy story, Donald, which set my teeth on edge. Someone's declared war on the small dealers of this new drug, the Black Lotus. And they've been doing pretty sick stuff to them. Oh crap. Killing people is bad enough, but torturing people before killing them is a different matter altogether. Still, what these poor bastards go through is even worse. People say one of them was skinned and then locked in a barrel of salt. Oh, that sounds terrible. As far as I remember, you needed some help. The man nods and smiles and nods. A colleague of mine, a postman too, traveled to a nearby castle. But he wasn't exactly welcome, in a word. He left in a bit of a hurry, or rather skedaddled from there, and on the way lost the package he was supposed to deliver here. As far as I know, he is in Caravanzerai now. Could you deliver it to him? He's a disheveled man in a hat. His name is Sasha Stancevich. Yeah, why can't you do it yourself? I'm a postman too, but I work in a different area. Going to Caravanzerai is very inconvenient for me, and my mate will be in a lot of trouble for losing the package. Will you help? Will you help the poor guy? Okay, give me this package. I knew you'd help me out. Don't worry, we make mail carriers remember good that's been done to us. Here. The man gives you a rectangular box packed and taped over so tightly there's no chance to look in without breaking the wrapping first. Sasha Stancevich in Caravanzerai. Remember his name. And I have to go now. Mail won't deliver itself. Okay, bye. That was fun. I like when games almost add like mysticism to postmen. And Sunless Sea. Oh, some wolves. A whole bunch of wolves. Alright, alright. Well, he's got... that one's not hostile. Interesting. In Sunless Sea, they add like a... kind of a... supernatural aspect to the mail delivery as well. It's pretty neat. Yeah, we're gonna just go ahead and kill these wolves. Quick and in a hurry. Let's do it. Wow. Pretty tough wolf. Oh, it's an alpha. That's why. Are they all alphas? Oh, poor Alexander. I'm gonna make sure that he targets that one. And then I'll really care who he targets. Something else we gotta worry about. Oh, Zobars. Yeah, you can't take a lot of that. Yeah, a ton of wolves here. Wow, 64 damage. If he survives, I need to send him away. Void. Oh, there's a skeleton over here. I was like, I wanted to check because I'm like, there's no way I'm only getting mushrooms for this fight. Taking a fair amount of damage too. Hold on, no need to waste ammunition on this last guy. Hey, Alexander leveled up, finally. And, I don't know. Maybe rifles and shotguns? Sure. Alright, what do we got here? I will take the fangs, because they are valuable. I should probably take the meat and heal up Zobars, actually. So yeah, let's do that. There we go. Alright, Zobars. There you go, buddy. $500 well, I will take that. Well, hot dog. Some more toadstools, always a happy find, at least until I'm done with the toadstool quests, in which case I'll never care about toadstools again. Alright, now how do I get up here? Alright, let's look around the outside of the castle real quick. Probably nothing to see. Alright, how long have I been recording? Alright. Let's go talk to this guy. You approach the gates leading to an impressive old castle. The only barrier between you and its cozy courtyard is a shaggy guard who is closely watching your every action. Finally, the guard starts speaking in a rough, hoarse, but not evil voice. And who are you? Just don't tell me that Javarov the guide led you here. No, it wasn't Javarov. Good. He's getting on my nerves by crawling everywhere. I get that he's a guide and so on, but this does not give him a permission to go where he's not allowed, especially not to guide strangers there. Don't listen to me, buddy. I'm just venting. Are you here to see the Dread? He's in the main hall, but let me warn you, he's in a bad mood. He has a good reason for it, but still, he can be tough, especially when strangers. The man is quite a hothead. Thanks for your advice. Who is this Dread? Wait a sec. Wasn't him you wanted to meet? Why'd you come here then? I'm just passing through. We're suspicious of travelers here, so watch yourself. Don't get into any trouble, like that Jaffrov always does. What did Jaffrov the guy do to you? Personally, I have nothing against him, but darn. We're a private security agency here. We're guarding whatever they tell us to. And he's always trying to sneak past us everywhere. He's a curious man. He loves hiking, climbing to the mountain peaks. He will guide anyone as long as they pay well, especially to the places that shouldn't be visited. What are the places that shouldn't be currently visited? The guard looks at you suspiciously and shakes his head. Want to know more? Go ask the Dread. He's our boss. He should know this better than anyone. Alright, I understand. I want to ask you some questions. Go ahead. It's like I have anything better to do. How did you get a castle like this? Simple, really. It was here even before the war, all empty. I've heard that Dan's gang, he's a mob kingpin, have gotten a whole factory near Krasno under their command. Some people do have it all. And us here in the mountains, well, at least the view is pleasant. Yeah, a castle is a serious thing, I would say. What is your relationship with the Caravanzerai? Hell knows. Dread is still mad at their commandant, Makhmudov, claiming that Makhmudov has stolen the best location. Dread wants our castle to become the main transit point here in the mountains. But let's be realistic. Our castle isn't entirely suitable for that. It's windy, walls are full of rats, and there's no real road for the cars to reach here. What kind of a hub would that be? I see. What's new around here? Nothing much, just that daughter of Dread, our boss, has recently disappeared. She is smart, I'm not worried about her, but her father obviously is going crazy. It's understandable. She knows this mountain pass as the back of her hand. But there are all kinds of creatures creeping around. What do you know? So have you heard any rumors? I've heard that not far from Krasno there is a forest. People call it the Roaring Forest or the Rattling Forest. I am not sure. I've heard that it's quite an interesting place, mystical even. I wish I could see it with my own eyes, try to figure out its riddles. Alright, well, let's go inside. So he said the main hall, which I'm assuming is this area right here. Let's go in here first. I need waste paper, so I'll take that. Oh, what's that? 50 rubles. Just stashed behind the barrels. Neat. I'm assuming those are just bricks. Now let's see what this guy's all about. Tanned, bearded, and with a whole set of golden teeth in its mouth, armed with a well-cleaned automatic rifle, a thin man of about 35 greets you with an energetic gesture and invites you to come closer. Salam, buddy. So I see that you're wandering through our castle without having met the famous Ghazi Magomed. That's no good. Give me your hand. Nice to meet you, Ghazi Magomed. Could you answer a couple of questions for me? What are you mumbling there? Don't be shy. Ask away. Where are you from, buddy? I came upon this mountain pass 3 years ago when I left my native city of Belorachansk? Don't ask. They welcomed me there with their arms wide open since I had my own gun and was sharp and loyal. Ghazi Magomed fit right in here. Good to hear. What can you tell me about this castle? I still haven't figured out whether we are a gang of mobsters, a security company, or a bunch of boys playing fort. Well, the most important thing is that I felt welcome here, and I see a lot of new faces on duty here. Well, what could be more important than that? What can you tell me about this mountain pass? The best thing about this place is that no one has ever thought of bombing it. You know, here the nature survived, and not all animals have turned into mutants. But there are cruel people here, and a stone can roll down a mountain and hit you on the head. It's all about the balance. What rumors have you heard lately? I've heard there is a lost army convoy untouched by time somewhere around here. They say that it has been attacked. Even before all the nuclear weapons came, I wonder if there's any good loot left, or did everything turn to dust and salt because of the mountain winds? Okay. I can't ask him why I had to... Okay. Not super exciting. Alright, let's talk to this person. A short tan woman with oriental features nods at you and grabs her automatic rifle with her left hand to extend her right in greeting. You unwittingly answer her gesture. Darud Bar Shoma, traveler. I hope that our house in the Valley of Winds and Robbers is welcoming you with open arms. What an odd greeting. What language is this? This language is called Farsi, and the words mean greetings to you. The devoted Bedouins of my faith prefer this word to the more common salam. What is your faith? I mean, if it isn't a secret. People here know our faith to be I know this. Zoroastrianism. We believe that all things are created by the blessed creator, the infinite God, Ahura Mazda. Every man and everything came out of his light, pure and immaculate. Even the world exists thanks to the evil spirit, the enemy of the god, called Angra Mainyu. He's unable to create anything himself, but he can infect already existing things with evil. For example, the power of the atom is essentially good. It's meant to provide this world with energy. But if you put this energy into a rocket and launch it to kill people, the good will become evil. Like my husband, Aziz, he was always a faithful, sensitive person. But then Angra Mainyu showed up dressed as a mean-spirited dealer, Sasha Stancevich, and poisoned him with his cursed drug poison. Oh, I bet you that package I have is the Black Lotus stuff. Now my beloved husband is avoiding me and our brothers in arms. He takes his poison in solitude, wastes away, withers, becomes rude and cruel. Maybe you could talk some sense into him, traveler. He's used to our cursing and begging. Maybe the words of a stranger would have a better effect. What is your husband hooked on? There are different addictions after all. It was a new drug. It was called... Oh yes, it was called the Black Lotus. It's a weird and creepy name. People say that it is produced somewhere in the jungle, far away to the southeast from here. Will you help Aziz? I'll try to help your husband, even though I'm not sure how. Thank you so much. He must be somewhere in the castle, away from everyone else. I understand. Could you answer a couple of questions for me now? Sure, ask your questions. What are you doing here? I am a Rulin. My husband Aziz and I were raised to become mercenaries, to earn our livelihood by going to wars. When we arrived to this place, it was under siege by a powerful gang. We rescued Edward's men, helped him break the blockade, and earned our place among his best warriors. Well, that's quite a story. Real post-apocalyptic romance. What can you tell me about this castle? It's been here for many centuries, but it's built from such heavy rocks that no storm was ever able to damage it. And it won't have a chance now because the days of this dying world are numbered, and soon the fire of Ahura Mazda will melt it down to be reborn. What's up with this dark outlook on life? What can you tell me about the mountain pass of woes? It's a harsh place, but my husband Aziz and I are used to harsh conditions. We're brought up with the idea that it strengthens character. Well, it's wise if you think about it. Care to share some local gossip with me? Some people say that the Red Waterfall is in fact the legendary river that makes you lose your memory if you drink from it. They're terribly wrong. That river is located elsewhere, but I won't tell you where. The water is unique in both of these places. It's an understandable mistake. Alright. Is this her husband, Aziz? You're greeted by a thin, tan man of medium height, holding an automatic rifle in his hands. He looks around somewhat shyly and then reaches out his hand to you. Salam, brother. It's me, Effendi. I know why you're here, but listen, there are men everywhere. You have nowhere to go. Let's just talk and come to a peaceful resolution. I have nothing against just talking, however I don't know what the hell you're talking about. The man smiles happily, wipes the sweat drops from his forehead and lets go of his automatic rifle. The rifle remains gangling on its belt. I'm just paranoid. At first I thought you were a killer. Just by looking at you, one can easily tell that you're a man of honor. It's possible that you're a man that can help me solve a problem of mine. For that I should first hear about the problem. Alright then, listen. Recently I've gotten into a fight with a colleague of mine, Ghazi Magomed. Pretty much for nothing, but we've said some things that were quite regrettable. I was cursing a lot. Ghazi Magomed kept up with me, but then I said something truly horrible. I said that an ignorant fool such as himself must have been born from a lowly father, to a mother who didn't know the name of the man who she had lain with. The elderly companion covers his face with his hands and starts to huff offendedly. What's the deal, mister? For saying something like that, I would have... Oh, that wasn't me who got humiliated so severely. My heart is burning with a thirst for revenge. I know, it's horrible, so... Ghazi Magomed remained silent, then he quietly said that because of my words, I will be found dead near the castle walls. That a man will come to kill me while no one is watching. And that this man won't be Ghazi Magomed himself, so I don't get a chance to recognize him and run. That he's going to send someone to kill me. You shouldn't have offended him, however his reaction is an overkill. You're absolutely right. Two are to blame. We both use some strong language. Why am I the one to die? Brother, please talk to Ghazi Magomed. He likes to sit by the fire down in the courtyard. Please make him change his mind about his revenge. I beg you. Let's see. Yeah, we'll see, but for now I like to change the subject. I want to ask you some questions. Where are you from, buddy? I come from a beautiful southern city of Isberdash. Life was so beautiful back there, but the oil barons have driven us out of there. And then the Caspian Sea retreated, so now I'm here. Tough luck for sure. What do you do here in the castle? I'm an automatic rifleman. I'm guarding our castle, keeping an eye out for people who might try to get in from the mountains or the bushes. Sometimes I'm sent to guard caravans. That's a good job. Yeah, it's not bad. How do you like this place? This castle is solid construction, built to withstand time. And have you seen the beautiful flowers that grow around here? White and red, all kinds you can think of. So a nature lover, I take it. Heard any rumors? We don't have a lot of local gossip around here. Only the gossip that reaches us from other lands. For example, I've heard that stories about the post-war adventures of the Soviet film hero Eniskin were published as books. But now they aren't just for entertainment. They teach us how to make guns. Fascinating. Alright. Let's go talk to Ghazi Magomed about this guy. Listen, Effendi complained that you threatened to kill him. Ghazi Magomed responds to your words by bursting into loud laughter and slapping his knees. He's laughing. So he took my words to heart, huh? Silly Effendi. Even a small child could have tricked him. Brother, it's obvious that I was joking. Killing a fellow soldier is frowned upon here. Why the hell would I kill him? Just because he said a couple of harsh words? I'm a grown man. I am, what do they call it? Psychologically stable. Ghazi Magomed's face suddenly turns very serious. But listen, brother, do me a favor. Don't tell the chatty Effendi that I was just joking. Instead, tell him that I do actually plan to punish him in the most cruel way. Let the fear teach him a lesson. Maybe this way he'll learn to think before running his big mouth. However, I won't hold it against you if you tell him the truth. I don't really care. Alright. Well, let's take care of that real quick. About your fight with Ghazi Mundi. Yeah, I'll lie. Well, we talked. Ghazi Magomed is dead set on killing you. That's only a question of time. Effendi's face turns dark and you continue telling him lies on behalf of Ghazi Magomed. By the time your story comes to the end, Effendi is looking like a walking dead man, all pale, scared, and disoriented, with dark circles under his eyes that seem to have forgotten what a good night's sleep is. It means that my death is inevitable, and no one knows when the execution is happening. What a cruel lesson the heartless Ghazi Magomed is trying to teach me. Well, thank you for at least trying to stop him. And as for me, I've got nowhere to run. I'll accept my excruciating death as it comes for me. A little tear rolls down Effendi's tan cheek as he begins to tremble like a beaten dog. Be afraid. You should be afraid, you babbling Effendi. Await your death ignorantly. Well... okay, who's this guy? I did not see him standing there. The young man sips beer from a foggy pre-war bottle, leaning over the stone wall of the castle. As he sees you, he finishes his beer, throws the bottle aside, and squats with a huge smile on his face. The dread told me his den is so quiet and peaceful that even a reckless guy like Mr. Matthew can wait out here without any unexpected visitors. Has he broken his promise, or are you a friend? Mister, are you not from around here? How many years ago did the Soviet Union collapse, mate? No one has to call himself comrade anymore. Get to the real world. Say hi to today. Personally, I stick to the word comrade, because comrades still live in this post-nuclear hell. And misters, sirs, and other peers are wiped off the face of the earth by glorious, light-delivering, peace-transporting warheads. Did you check it yourself, old man? What if there, across the border, they skulk in the ruins of some Cambridge, just like us, feeding off tinned food? I'm just used to the local equivalent. Let's change the subject. Care to answer some more questions? Let's hear your questions. What are you doing here? Nothing really. Having a break. If you milk a cow all the time, it'll run out of milk eventually. If you milk it, pocket the milk, lie low for a month, and then set it out to milk it again. It might well last until your retirement. Don't think I'm a farmer. He who has ears, let him hear. Okay, how do you like this place? The Dread's Castle is a good place where old fellows are always welcome. If they haven't tainted themselves, that is. Have you heard any interesting rumors lately? The local boss, my pal the Dread, has a problem with his daughter. She's run away, little gal. Is it love, stupidity, or a mix of the two? I'd help him, but don't want to disrupt my cover. I see. What do you think of the Caravanzerai? The Dread has a problem with this place, which means while I take shelter under its roof, I'm no big fan of it either. Okay. I'm looking for our mutual pal, Chigurov. The man squints cheekily, winks at you and says, "What did you say? Chebarov? Never heard the name." You say you didn't know him? Maybe if I knock a couple of your teeth out, it'll improve your articulation. The man winces instinctively and takes a step away. Arg. Where are my loyal fighters when I want to cut an arrogant freak? Okay, you can lower your fists. I do know Chigurov, and I respect him in a way, despite his complex of a wasteland savior. I saw him 3 weeks ago. But all I heard from him regarding his location was that he planned to go into hiding under the very nose of the debt collectors sent for his skin. I mean, the bank he had robbed to buy that orphanage off the city... Sorry. I mean, the bank he had robbed to buy that orphanage off the city of far-off gate authorities who had planned to demolish it. Wait, so he robbed the bank to help orphans? Weird for a gangster. Anyway, thanks for that information. Alright, so I have all the things for him. Oh, I can go up here. There's several people up there. That looks like the woman's husband. He's like hunkered down, looking weird. I think that's it. That, and then inside this place here, which is supposedly where I guess the dread is at. But I'm gonna call it here. Is there anything in there? No. We call it here. In the next episode, we'll finish talking to the people here at the castle, knock out some more quests, and there's something else I wanted to do. Hey, they talked about that military convoy. I'm going to try and explore the map after this. I'll probably do it off camera. I'll like walk around the mountain pass area and see if I can't find that the caravan that one guy talked about. I think it was him. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope to see y'all in the next episode.